Let's start off our day with something wonderful or hear a story about someone being marvelous. Let's make today Wonderless. This is the show that gives you a daily dose of happy, uplifting, feel-good, positive stories from around the world. Welcome to another episode of Wonderless News. I'm Hoyt Christopher. Let's get right to it. Our first segment is Tyler Perry makes a $750,000 donation to help low-income seniors. Tyler Perry is the man. So Tyler Perry, he's like, look, I need to help these amazing people in this city that need help. It's in Atlanta, so Atlanta, Georgia. And these seniors needed help with, paying for property taxes that have increased and anything else. So he donates $750,000 to help them pay off their property taxes for more than 300 low-income seniors. Wow. So they had property taxes due. He's like, look, I'm going to help you out. You're part of my hometown. I mean, this is, I think, really for him, Atlanta is a place that he's called home for a while. So what a great thing that he donated that money. That's almost $1 million. So that's incredible. This is also going to help fund a pilot program that will pay the difference between current taxes and the increase for more than 100 low-income seniors. So it's not just helping them pay the property taxes, but it's also moving forward to help bridge that gap. Like, let's say, hey, my property taxes are $2,500 this year, but they used to be $1,500. Well, he's going to give you the extra $1,000 to bridge that gap so you can pay those taxes. So great job by Tyler Perry. He's always donating. He's always giving back. That guy's amazing, not just talented, but an incredible giver in our community. So that's fantastic. Next segment, Girl Scout troop in New York City helps use their sales to help homeless girls. So check this out. So this is a really interesting troop. So Girl Scout Troop 6000 was organized several years ago, and it was done so by Giselle Burgess. This was founded in 2017. She was homeless, and she realized that she really wanted to help little girls that didn't have a home, didn't have the opportunities that a lot of other girls have to be in a Girl Scout troop, to have a community, build relationships, and learn really important tasks and special skills. So she has started this group, and this is Girl Scout Troop 6000. And every year they do their cookies. They sell their cookies like every other troop does. But this troop, because these girls are homeless that are in this group, it's a very unique situation. And a lot of them are in the process of getting permanent housing, but they're in transitional periods. So at any given time, they could be homeless or they could be going into permanent housing. And it also could happen with, them losing their home. And it looks like she says that Giselle Burgess, she was a single mother of 5 who lost her home. So she really wanted to help get other little girls in New York City back on track. So it's cute. There's a couple of videos. You can see the girls from the Girl Scout, girls from Troop 6000. They could be singing and they're working towards their badges and they're building, bonds of sisterhood. So, I think, I was a Boy Scout. My sisters were Girl Scouts. I had a great time. I enjoyed it. I mean, I went almost to Eagle. Almost. I didn't go all the way there, but I almost got to Eagle Scout. And I really enjoyed it. My dad and I did a lot of camping trips. We bonded a lot on those trips. And my dad, I know, bonded with my sisters when they had those programs as well. So great job. Look for these girls. Girl Scout Troop 6000. You might be able to order the cookies online. I'm not sure. But if that's the case, then you could have them sent to you. And even if you're not in New York City, you could still help out this wonderful group trying to make a difference. So, hey, it's time for Wonderless Moment of the Day. That's right. This is our Wonderless Moment of the Day brought to you by Rise by Shaman Angelina. She has that phenomenal Etsy site. The link to her site, her shop is in the description of the show. So whether it's the podcast or the YouTube channel that you're watching, you can do that and go check her stuff out, buy something fun from her. She's got beautiful jewelry, beautiful necklaces. And this moment is going to be skydiving. I've never done skydiving. Have you done skydiving? No. Let's check this out. some music and a little skydiving for all of us to kind of float to. There you go. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It sounds like fun when I say skydiving and I think about it. And then when I watch people floating around in the sky with just a little bag parachute to save them from hitting Earth, I don't know. I'm not afraid of heights, but I kind of get queasy thinking about it. Regardless, it was a great, great little video. And I do love seeing people having fun skydiving. I just try not to imagine myself skydiving. So, all right, next segment. Students of a Texas high school raised more than $144,000 for their 80-year-old janitor. So this custodian, and this is in Texas, this custodian has been working there for a long time, doesn't have enough money to retire. We've heard this before here on the show. And the students there at the high school said, look, we love this guy. He does so much for us. Let's do something for him. So they started a GoFundMe page and they ended up raising over $144,000 so far. They're still raising money, and that's going to continue maybe to whatever goal they've set. But these are high school students, right? I don't know about you, but I remember being in high school, and I don't remember really thinking outside that box too much. Meaning, I believe that these high school students being so gracious to go through the effort to start this GoFundMe page for their custodian at their high school is pretty incredible. That's a very selfless act, and I think that they should be commended for that. Absolutely. And that's great. I mean, look, this guy's going to retire and he's going to have some money. It seems to be a trend going around. And hey, when it's time for me to retire, someone start a GoFundMe page for me. I don't think $144,000 is going to work, though. Let's try to make it a little bit more. Look, the next segment here is Wonderlous Thought, as you know, and that would be a story from you if you have it, or a story from me. I think I might want to just touch on maybe this, what we just talked about with retiring when you're older. My parents are older and they still have their business and they're still running it and working it. It's a little bit different with their own business. They have people that work for them, so that does make it easier. But still, at 78 and 75, my dad and my mom, don't you think they'd want to retire, which I think they do. But where would you want to be, right? Where would we want to be? Where do you want to be at 75 and what do you want to be doing? Some people would say, I want to keep working until the day I die. We see that. That's something that is understandable. But then there's others that would honestly think about, well, maybe let's retire at 65, or how about 70, right? Maybe 70 is maybe a good number, but 80, I don't know, man. My dad's 78. I mean, he's definitely not working full time right now. My mom's 75. She's a Spitfire. She's working all the time. But she acts like a 60-year-old, maybe a 55-year-old. So I think it's important that we realize that where do you want to be, right? Where do you want to be when that time comes to say, I think it's, now it's time to retire? How old do you want to be? How much money do you need to save up so you can do that? That's my Wonderless Thought. Look, if you have a story of your own or friends or family members, please send it to me, wonderlessnews@gmail.com. It's right there on the screen. Send me the story, send me pictures, your name or not, send me video if you have it, whatever you want to send me. I'll put it together and I'll read it and talk about it here on the show. In the meantime, thanks again for watching and listening. I'm Hoyt Christopher, and I'll see you tomorrow.